It is Mixposure, and we have now got our special guests for this week. We caught up with Scotty from Stray Scene just the other day about the brand new single, about everything that's been going on with them, and this is what they had to say to us here on Yacht Mix Radio. So joined by Scotty from Stray Scene. How are you, first off? It's been a long while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think we were just saying just before we were talking there, it's last time we came, we actually physically came into the studio. I think Rick Witter was, he was in the green room when we were chatting.
It was?
Yeah,
wow,
I remember.
That's a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what happened to him.
He did it still all right. I think he's the hottest band about again.
I know, because that was on when that was when Room in My House was coming out, and the album and everything. Oh my word!
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's good to see it's all circled back in it, and I think was that their first number one album? I think as well. Wasn't it?
It's certainly up there. Certainly up there.
Yeah.
And they've been doing all right ever since again.
Yeah, ever since that's the one. Right? That's the one.
Yeah, that must be nearly. I want to say that might have been nearly 10 years ago, that.
It can't have been that long, mate. It can't have been.
I think
feels since that pandemic, mate, everything's like moulded into one or something.
I know.
It's crazy.
How's that been for you guys? Because obviously you guys have been a band for... I was trying to rack my brains the other day, and I was thinking it must be at least... way over 10 years now, isn't it?
You know what? We even were like, when did it start? And I think it was about 12 to pushing 14 years.
12, 14 was what came into my mind as well. And I thought that is quite scary.
I know. I think because just before the pandemic, we set up a UK headline tour, and we played like Manchester United Day, and we were filling them, you know.
Yeah.
And then that pandemic hit, and it's just hit like all the venues, like a lot of venues struggling now, and it's just trying to get back to where it was, you know. It's. But yeah, I think that pandemic really slowed the music scene down a lot. I don't know if you saw that yourself. You might have seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what you saw from my point of view is certainly you saw bands who were either just kind of starting to do something, or you know, it's kind of worked in some bands' favour in that sense as well, that they've created something from it as well. So there's been certainly been two sides to it, but it's certainly,
we were saying that I think what the pandemic has created is the more the online thing.
Yeah.
So we know bands now we're doing more. We went to a thing called View Studios the other day, and they're set up with loads of cameras and stuff, and they're more doing that side of it than actually doing gigs, because they get more publicity from just whacking it online and get it out that way, which, like you said, there's been two sides to it since. So it's kind of worked, but then again, you can't beat the live gigs, can you? It's that seems to have took the hit in it, but I'm sure it's...
How has that momentum been for you guys? Because obviously because I feel like you were one of those bands that was certainly kind of, there was a lot of momentum behind you before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then obviously everything kind of got in the way.
Yeah, well, what I had another kid in the pandemic, so that slowed a lot of things down as well. So yeah, definitely got my hands full on a weekend. So. But yeah, I mean, because we were flying with all these venues were like, we'll have it. But now it's because they're all. I read something today. I think it was in Kerrang and me, and they're like one bad month away from, like, I think the Lead Mills sort of that's just gone under on it. So these venues, it's like, I think they're very careful of the book now. They want to make sure that they fill them. Where from before, I think they were just doing it for the love of the music, but yeah, they're a lot more careful now. But that's understandable the way things are.
But have you from a band perspective though, for you guys, you must you've obviously been working away still and kind of getting sort of build. Obviously, what we're seeing is you've been building that back up again.
Yeah, that's the one. Like I say, I had a kid, so I had to sort of take a bit of a back seat. But yeah, I mean, we're still headlining Manchester Night and Day. I mean, supported Bug at Scarborough, the Grand Hall. That was a good gig. Obviously, I'm in my 40s now, still headlining gigs, so we're doing something right. We're not slowing down just so. We're saying like we're going to be like the Rolling Stones of Scarborough. We're just going to keep going. Yeah, it's nothing will stop us, mate.
Right, and then obviously you've got the show at the Fulford Arms as well coming up here in York as well. That's
the one. And you know what? I was trying to wrap my brains up on when we last played York. So when we had our UK headline tour, we were setting up more gigs, and York was in there, like Manchester Deaf Institute. And then we was like, and then I was trying to wrap my brains when we did last, and it might have been Fibbers. Last time we played in Fibbers,
obviously, yeah.
I can't even believe that place went on. That was brilliant, wasn't it? But yeah, we're absolutely buzzing. Cause York, what we remember of the York music scene, it was unbelievable. Like every gig bouncing.
You must be looking forward to playing York again then.
Yeah, that's what we say. It was like last time we played, it was absolutely bouncing. Because to be fair, what we did, we just absolutely hammered Manchester at one stage. We thought, right, let's get a name in Manchester, and we did Leeds a lot as well. And we were obviously everything pandemic happened, so that slowed down. But and we were like, why have we not played York? You know, it's like it's just as bouncing as Manchester and Leeds. So yeah, we're just buzzing to be back, and if anybody wants tickets, go online. I don't do any physical tickets anymore. You've got to go online and get them.
Yeah, I know. So, the days of physical tickets, sadly.
If you want our Facebook page, they'll be on there, Instagram, all that business.
New single, so tell us about that.
Yes, so I wrote a song called HMP, which I actually wrote when it was lockdown. I wrote the start of it then, so it's kind of like about we're all locked in our houses. But I only wrote like the first part of the song, and then I thought actually that's quite a good tune, so I finished the tune, and then we just released it. But when we play it live, it's massive favourite live. Yeah, it sounds really good. So we'll be playing that at York So yeah, get your ears right on that, York.
Looking forward to it. So you said the song, it was all kind of written sort of starting in lockdown. Is that something that you?
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, sorry, just before, I was going to say, is that like kind of something that happened quite often? You kind of start a song and then come back to it, and
not really. I genuinely just write a tune and finish it. You know, it's but that one, I was a bit iffy with it, and then I came back to it and I went, you have like a fresh pair of ears sometimes, and you're like, oh, actually, that's quality. And then I finished it with a kind of rocky bit, then put it to the band. And I'm like, whoa, this sounds mega as a band. You know, when you play them acoustic, you're like, it sounds all right, but sometimes the band brings them to life. So yeah, it sounds good live.
Does your processes as a band, because I know everyone's different, does it take a while for you to kind of all come round to the same idea of a song and the direction? How does that kind of fall?
Not really, because well, the bassist I've actually when we very first started when we were 18, he actually has come back into the band, and I think he might have left about 9 years ago. So he was like, we're like telepathic. So as soon as I play a song, he's like, yeah, I know what to do. And the drummer's exactly the same. So he's like, we just literally click every time I bring a song. It's like, it can take literally one practice and then it's more or less there.
That must have been good though, to sort of have the sort of, I suppose, getting the band back together, as it were, and having the people around you that you originally sort of fell in love writing music with again.
Yeah. We always said, when we were saying, it's like everything comes full circle. It's so strange. It's like, so I mean, we've had quite a few members, but yeah, it's like it's sort of come back to the original lineup, which is crazy. Like, I would never ever would have thought it was going to happen. So it's like it feels like we're like kind of a new band again. It's like it's got that feel again. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably writing the most I've ever wrote at the minute. It's crazy. I mean, we've just released an EP. Can you see the EP?
I can see it.
Yeah. Lovely stuff. CDs, where you can only get these CDs at record revivals in Scarborough or at our gigs. So if you're at a gig, you know, if I'm feeling generous, I might give you one free anyway. If it comes back, maybe. But yeah, so we just released that, and then I've already wrote the next EP. That's already written, and then I'm writing the next one. But the crazy thing is, it's that we did some demos when we very first started, and there's a couple called Mum Shoes and the Cause, and there was a couple, and we've never done anything with them. We just like demos. Yeah. So we're gonna release that possibly on vinyl as like another. So we've literally got three EPs ready to. So yeah. So the gig wise, that we're just gonna get stuck into the studio massively just over the summer. So lots of music coming out.
I get the sense of feeling that you're very excited about everything again, and in terms of writing music,
I'd say so.
and everything, the whole project.
I think with the old bass is coming back, and it just feels right again. You know, it's it feels good again. You know, to be fair, it took the window out of ourselves with pandemic a little bit. It took a while to get back into it, but I feel like we're in full swing, and we've got our next single. But we've got like a cartoon video for it. I thought you can't do a normal video for it, but you'll see in the next video. It's really going to be cool. It's going to be explain.
But it sounds like you've got an exciting year ahead of you, and you've got loads of stuff going on.
We have, mate, and we've got gigs coming up. We've actually got Seafest. It's down at the Scarborough Spa in the summer as well, so that should be a good gig. And yeah, we should be back in Manchester and these things like that soon as well. So
loads of stuff going on. Scott, it's been lovely to have you on, and lovely to catch up with you properly, and best of luck with everything.
I really appreciate your time there as well, mate.